Hi everyone, my name is Tobias Forsell. I'm the founder and CEO of Forsway. Forsway is a company in Skövde in Sweden here that has developed a connectivity system for basically connectivity for everyone. I'm going to explain what products we have and what we have done, what we are doing right now and what we have ahead of us there. First of all, I will put the scene a little bit here. 50% of world's populations remain still underserved there. And we think that we can address quite a few of those people with our hybrid systems as we have today. But even further during the road, what we have ahead of us there. You can see we have focused on targeting the suburban and semi-rural areas where people are somehow poorly served, but they still have some sort of access to something. In the areas in city centers where you have fiber and 5G and so on there, that's not really areas of focus as of today. And the same goes with the very rural areas where we today have VSAT systems and different types of solutions to address the people out there. And how have we done this? We have built on hybrid systems, and the main focus on that has been using existing technologies and combine them. And also with the cost in mind, very focused on cost to reach a low end user prices there. The whole target is to be less than $100 for antennas and routers and the end consumer home equipment there. That has been the target until today, and we have done a number of such projects and trials, etc. over the years, and we see that this system is proven and works robust there. We have also developed hub equipment that are located at the satellite uplinks, and we have them both in physical devices and in the cloud solutions there. Put it in the scene and to see where this can be used. We have a couple of use cases. In UK, for instance, and also in US, we have focused on areas that are a little bit outside the big cities. For instance, in the Kent area in UK, south of London, we have targeted customers that has DSL connections that is maximum 2 megabit. And for those we have boosted the service up to 20. So it goes from 2 to 20. So basically from something that is fairly poor till something that they can reach and watch streaming content and have a fairly decent user experience. That is applicable for many European and many other countries where it is poorly distributed and poorly served at an affordable price, because you could always get something that is expensive. But for this, for a user in typical user, for £40 you get the whole package. And that is quite a big difference if you compare with, let's say, a Starlink systems that starts from maybe $100 and then you put electricity and power and all of these kind of things that adds cost, which is a very expensive solution, and it will only reach a number of people there. We think that we have a solution for the mass market. And looking at mass market, you have let's say a little bit more underdeveloped areas where you maybe only have 2G still or poor 3G. We can go from having basically nothing to something. You go maybe up and have a stable connection of 2 megabit, which means that you can watch YouTube in lowest resolution and being able to communicate with the latest tools. That is also something that we can put even more affordable than in the Western world. And looking at the use cases in schools in Africa, we have one project in Philippines now where we have a number of schools where we have different types of technology challenges, where we combine different technologies, but primarily we use satellites as the main source. And that is important to be able to distribute education content to many schools so they all get the same content, or if they want to order specific content there. And yeah, you think, why have not this been a big success until now? Well, one of the biggest thing has been that satellite capacity has been too expensive. Well, it has been like mainly for broadcasting of TV services. and now it's changing. It's like moving from 2G to 3G to 4G in the mobile environment, going from voice to data. Here's the same, going from TV to data, TV satellites, and now we have a combination of TV and data. Now we have only data services there. We see a dramatically reducing in price on the satellite capacity, and we think that that will continue. And our coming developments, we'll talk about soon, will even further emphasize that. And of course, not only the prices, but the use, how we users behave and what we are doing and how we use connectivity and internet, basically in everything what we do today there. People work from home, you stream. Well, with 5G, people struggle on how to manage that economically on outside the cities. Well, remote education is more established. People want to be connected basically everywhere where they are. And of course, all of that, you need to have a good connectivity solution for everyone around the world to be able to be a part of the world, basically. And here, what we think we can make a significant difference is that we use things that already exist. People that already have invested quite a lot in different types of what we think is old system, but we think that we can combine them together with new stuff. And that is a little bit of the beauty of Forsway's platform. Technically, we work with a number of things. Advanced SD-WAN, it's a little bit of a high-tech wordings here, but basically what that means, we combine several technologies in smart ways. So one type of data goes over satellite, for instance, streamings, and the quick communications go over something else. We build a hybrid approach about the servers, meaning that we can have some parts in the cloud and some parts physically, that's satellite uplinks, reduce latency, and the economical figures on setting up a satellite uplink. And then we have content distribution, a number of different use cases on how to provide streaming content for people that don't have broadband. And looking a little bit ahead, we are here to talk about the startups and what we are doing. We are not really a startup in terms of what we have done, the background where we are today, but we have an interesting project that we are starting up. And we see that there has been so many developments in terms of two-way satellite systems. We have, together with ESA and the Swedish Rymdstyrelsen here, started up a project for a 5G VSAT system. Basically, it's going to be a product that is comparable with the two-way satellite, the Starlink, and etc. But it has a little bit different approach, where we're going to use 5G architecture, 5G technologies, to be able to seamlessly work with the mobile networks and satellite networks at the same time. We will not go deep in the technology here today, but basically the key elements of that is to bring down the cost dramatically, to reach much bigger audience, and to improve the efficiency on the satellite capacity. And that can be super interesting to have something like that here in Europe and in Sweden especially. So we are really enthusiastic about this. We are in the middle of a pre-study of this, and we hope that we can start the main project during later part of this year. And basically we can address a number of different customers and target TV operators, mobile operators, system integrators all around the world that has different types of projects. And basically everyone can be an end user of this there. So we have the user segments, the connected vehicles, governments, end use, and militaries, etc. And we have actually touched a few of those during the years. And well, basically right now we connect river cruise in Europe. We are looking at being the backup systems for airlines, where we combine a broadcast antenna and Inmarsat or Iridium or Trias systems. Doing combination of that, when the VSAT the primarily goes down, with this we can take over, or we can boost the main source of connectivity for planes. We see the commercial parts, basically basic internet, streaming content, and boost poor connections. And we have also done a few education projects. We have delivered to other suppliers to military usage there, so basically the backup parts of satellite. And yeah, to finalize a little bit about Forsway, what we are doing, we have a hybrid satellite communication system. We have built routers, we have built servers, we are the ground segments, we are satellite independent, and we think that that will be the key to success in the future here, where the low cost and the mass market and satellite in combination with other technologies will play a very big role in the future communication in the satellite industry. 7 years ago, we filed a patent because we thought that LEO will be important, on hybrid LEO systems, filed and approved in US, Israel, and now pending in the final stage in Europe. And to final words, well, during this year, well, we can connect the underserved now. We will focus on having the project with connecting vehicles in land, sea, and air during this year, launch a product like that at the moment. And finally, we are super happy to go further with our project about building the next generation of satellite communication system with great support of ESA and Rymdstyrelsen. And the scaling up potential is huge with such a service and such a solution. You all think that, well, there are so many people that works with this type of communication systems. Satellite communication is everywhere, but there are so many opportunities, so many different solutions, and we think that we are best for a number of millions of users all around the world. If it's people, businesses, governments, or military users, doesn't really matter, but we build the platform of the infrastructure on that there. And yeah, we'll also announce that we are super happy to have a new investor on board, which is the Rymd Capital, who is here today. And unfortunately, I will not be present myself, so you can have a talk with them there if you want to know a little bit more about Forsway and what we can do for you. Thank you very much.